Good day, everyone. You're welcome to the lesson of today. My name is Adidayo Adigoke, and I'm welcoming you to this basic science lesson. Our focus this morning is on science, and our topic is energy. Energy, sources, and uses. You should remember that we've started this topic in our last lesson. Then we talk about the definition of energy and the forms of energy that we have. But today we'll be looking at the sources of energy and the uses of energy. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to define energy, list the two major types of energy, mention the forms of energy, now list sources of energy, and also mention uses of energy. Now, we've been told energy is what? The ability to do work. Energy is the ability to do work. There is work to do and somebody can do the work. You have the ability to do the work. That is energy. As you can see in this picture, the young boy is doing what? Riding a bicycle. I'm sure you've moved around today. You've had your baths. You've put on your clothes. That's energy at work. It is the ability to do work. Okay, you can see this man has a lot of energy bursting through him. Okay, energy is the ability to do work. Now, we've seen this before. Energy makes change possible. Something is somewhere, then somebody does something, has put energy to do something, and then there's now a change. You have also been told that energy is measured in joules. Okay, and then there are multiple or different kinds of energy. Now, in our previous lesson, we are told that energy has two basic types, which are the potential energy and the kinetic energy. I hope you still remember. Potential can do work but is not doing. Okay, that's potential, the energy at rest. While kinetic energy is the energy at work. This one is working. That's kinetic energy. Potential energy is energy at rest. Okay. We saw some examples of potential energy, energy that is not used. Okay. Then kinetic energy, energy that is used. Okay. Shooting a rubber band, water falling, releasing the arrow from the ball. Okay. Now, here we see some examples of kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic energy, energy at rest. But the moment you start moving it, it becomes potential. When you come back down again and then it rests here, that is also kinetic energy. We were told that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, though it can be changed from one form to another. We have different forms of energy that we mentioned: the heat energy, light energy, sound energy. You can see them on the screen. We have the magnetic energy, electrical energy, then the chemical energy. We have various forms. We saw the various forms in our previous lesson. This is mechanical energy. That is, this thing is working because of the mechanics that has been put in place. Mechanics means all the engines put together. We have solar energy. This is energy from the sun. We use the sun for a lot of things, to dry your clothes, and then to dry clothes, and then now it is even used, in a panel to give us electricity, and then so it helps us in a lot of things now. I'm sure you've seen the solar panel before. Okay, we are going to be seeing more of it. We are talking about uses today, so you'll be seeing more of it. Okay, we have light energy. As you can see, all of us love light. When you get into your room, especially at night, you switch on the lights. That's light energy. We all want to be in an environment where we can see everything around us. Okay, we have heat energy. All of us like food, right? We like to eat food. And this food cannot be eaten if they are raw. So we need heat energy to make them soft, to cook them. So heat is very, very important. Then we have chemical energy. Chemicals are mixed. Now, in this vehicle moving, there's chemical action first. That is the engine, the chemicals that make the engine work. Then we have kinetic energy there. That is the vehicle moving. Okay. Then we have the thermal energy, that's heat. When you apply brake and then there is heat in the brake pad. So we have different forms of energy making a car work there. We also talk about nuclear energy. Aeroplanes fly in the air. That's because there is nuclear energy. Without the nuclear energy, aeroplanes cannot fly in the air. A lot of things happen in the air. That waves are transmitted through air. You are in your house, you listen to the radio, you watch the television, you even you call, you make calls, and all these things happen because something is happening. There is transmission through the air. So we have nuclear energy. You can see here airplanes moving. You can see them, different activities going on in the air. Okay. We also have sound energy. Okay, we talk and then something happens. Okay. We also have electrical energy. We talked about it in our previous lesson. Without electricity, life will not be so very, very comfortable. Your television, your electric cooker, everything is electricity. The bulbs in your house, the fan, the air conditioner, everything is electricity to work. You see, so it is very, very important. I'm sure you've seen something like this before. Okay, this is how electric current are passed. Okay. Now today we are looking at the sources of energy. Where do we get this energy from? Solar energy we get from the sun. Is that taken? Okay, we have solar, that is the sun. We get energy from solar, which is the sun. Energy from the sun is also called solar energy. We also have water. Water gives us energy. That's the hydro or the tidal energy. Okay. For example, to even get electricity, do you know that they use water? There's a place called the Kanji Dam. Okay, the force of water rushing, causes there to be electricity. Scientists have done it in a way that as waters rush, it causes electricity to be produced. So water gives us energy. We also have electrical energy. Electricity is a form of energy. When there is electricity, we are able to do a lot of things. Energy is the ability to do what? Electricity is a source of energy. Our air conditioner, when there's electricity, we plug the air conditioner, and then what happens? The rooms get cold. The same thing with our fan. The same thing with television. When there's electricity, you plug it in, and then you are able to view whatever it is that is on the TV. Now we have burning of fuels like wood. You see, this also gives us energy. Do you know the kind of energy that gives us? When you burn wood, you get heat energy. Because when you burn the wood, there is heat coming out. There is heat. There is fire, but the fire gives heat. And it is the heat that makes things to burn. Or that, for example, people use firewood to cook food. It is the heat that makes the water to boil and that makes the food to get cooked. Is that taken? So burning of fuels like wood gives us energy. It's a source of energy. Then we have chemical reaction. Chemical is when they put different kinds of chemicals together. Do you know what is called a battery? I'm sure you know. People use battery in cars. They use battery in torchlights, use batteries in wristwatches. Some chemicals have been mixed together to make these batteries. That is why they work. So chemical reaction is a source of energy. Look at this other one too. We have friction. Do you know what friction is? When two surfaces rub against each other. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to rub my palms together. You can do the same thing too. Rub your palms together. Can you hear the sound of my palms being rubbed together? If you rub your palms together, you are going to see that is what we call friction. A surface is brushing against the other. Now, when you rub, you are going to discover that there is a little warmth. That is, you can feel that your palms are warm. Okay, that's a source of energy. Okay. Now we also have wind energy. Do you know wind is used for a lot of things, like that electricity too that I mentioned earlier, as in using water. Wind is also used for a lot of things to generate electricity. And then we also need wind to sail boats too. You know, our boats, the boats that travel on water, they need the wind to move, to sail. So wind is a source of energy. Then we have radioactive, like this nuclear that you are seeing. It is also a source of energy. It tells things to move like airplanes. Then we have vehicles. Vehicles are also a source of energy because they help us to move. Is that taken? Now let's see some uses of energy. See, mechanized energy is required to do work, e.g. in vehicles. You know, we've mentioned it earlier on that a vehicle has battery, right? Okay, and the batteries are made up of different chemicals. Now, these things are put together. That's what we call mechanized. Put together, you know, different parts of the car put together to make sure that the vehicle works. That's mechanized energy. And the people that are involved, we call them mechanics. They know how to put different things together. Okay, then we have solar energy. You can see the solar energy from the sun is used by plants. Do you know that without the sun, plants will not grow well? So plants need solar energy to grow. Even we human beings now, we use solar energy, you know, to generate electricity. If PHCN does not give us light, people use solar panel to get light in their houses. Okay, even to charge a lot of things. Now, then we also have wood and coal. We use them now to produce heat for cooking food and for warmth. Like I mentioned earlier, wood and coal, you know, charcoal, okay, and wood, firewood. People use it to cook food. They put fire, they light it up, and then it brings heat, and they use the heat to cook. Then we have electrical energy. I've mentioned that for cooking, like electric stove. For cooling, you can see this refrigerator here. You can see, right? Okay. Electricity make this refrigerator to cool our things. Then for heating, okay, just like the microwave, we have the toast bread maker. All these things help to heat. Then we have lighting. Electricity, you know, the bulbs, we are able to get light because of the bulb. So that's electrical energy. Electricity is very, very useful to man. Okay, we also have nuclear energy used to generate electricity. Then we have chemical and mechanical energy used for transportation, like in the case of that car I mentioned. Then we also have wind energy that is used to sail boats and ships. I've mentioned that earlier on too. Okay, so all those things are very, very important to man. Now, we have been told in our previous lesson, and I'm going to mention it again, the two forms of energy from the sun, which is heat, you know, the sun gives us heat and it also gives us light, are natural, but others have to be obtained by conversion from other types. All the other types, you have to convert one source of energy to get it. Okay, heat is natural, light is natural, but chemical is not natural. It is man that make it. They use different things to make those chemicals. Okay, now energy in its various forms, whether it is mechanical energy, light, heat, solar, chemical, you can see them there. Mechanical, light, heat, solar, chemical, electrical, nuclear, or sound. The different types that we have help man to live an easier and enriching life. Look at the mechanical energy now for our cars. You know, we cannot be trekking long distances, so it makes life very easy for us and more enriching. The same thing too with our sound energy. Instead of you shouting, so that a lot of people can hear you, now we can use the microphone. And then what happens? A lot of people hear you clearly. You don't have to stress your voice. And then the message is passed across. So they make our life easier and richer than what it was before. So we have been told energy is the ability to do work. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can be changed from one form to another. Don't forget the energy is measured in joule. Okay, you can see there Joule in joule. And energy in its various forms help man to live an easier and enriching life. That's why energy is very, very necessary to us. Now, you have to do this: define energy, list the two major types of energy, mention the forms of energy, state 5 sources of energy, and give 7 uses of energy. You can send your answers to my email account. That's adedayo.hadegoke@greenlandhall.org. I'll be expecting your answers. I want to see you do all this work. I'll be expecting them. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day and be happy.